Hello, welcome back to another video. And if you're new, hey. Today I want to make another aroace video or aromantic asexual video. And if you don't know what it is, you can either watch my video to see my experience or whatever as someone who's aroace, or you can just look it up. I have some notes right here in case I forget things, because I do that. If you hear things outside, is like if you hear the window rattling, a tornado's trying to get me. So keep me in your prayers. For this video, it's about what I don't like to hear as a person who is aroace. It could be related to people who are just aromantic or who are just asexual, or both, you know, we kind of get all the same stuff, but it's personally what I hate to hear what people tell me, or I just don't like it, especially if they sound insane to me. So this is either a guide on what not to say, or this is a video for people who are like me, who just want a video to relate to. Be like, man, someone said that shit to me too, and it was annoying. Either it's a guide or it's just a video to relate to. So once again, I want to say this is based on my very own experience, and you may not feel this way, you may not be upset by things like this. Let's just get into the video, okay? Let's just talk about it, okay? This is a conversation. You can sit next to me, you know, have a burger. Don't. Okay, so what's first up on the list is calling us a robot. That's what's first on the list. It's just one of those things where it's like, no. It just shows a misunderstanding. If you just did a little bit of research, you'll know, obviously, I'm not a robot. Like, a lot of times I'll call myself a robot for, not because I'm aroace, but because I'm like stiff and I kind of have a monotone voice sometimes. Just don't call us a robot, okay? It just makes us think, wow, this person is stupid. Because I will forgive someone if they made that joke at first, and then I'm like, oh, no. But if you double down, then you're just an asshole. So the other thing that is annoying for aromantic or asexual or both combined, even for other people, and the may hear this so many times, the saying, you're gonna grow out of it, or you just haven't met the right person yet. You know, stuff like that. Like, you're looking at me as a 21-year-old and you're thinking, yeah, you're just a late bloomer is all. Like, do you understand that it doesn't also go by who we meet? It also goes by how we feel and how we think. Because it's not only just who we've met and we just never felt the attraction. Sometimes, or at least in my case, I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to hold hands with someone or kiss someone or do the dilly-dally-do with someone. I don't want to do it. So even if I do find someone who I could possibly do those things with, I'm still gonna be who I am. Because what makes me different is not only who I'm attracted to or how I'm attracted to them, it's how my brain works, you know? How my heart works, mi corazón. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Do you? Because I'm getting lost in my own words. Another thing that is really annoying to hear is, how do you know you don't want something you've never had? And it's just, there is so many things I can say I don't want, even though I've never had it. But it's like, how dare I say I don't want a rat burger if I've never had it? It might be good. A lot of people naturally want those things even if they've never had it. That's why a lot of people get in relationships, or that's why a lot of people get crushes and all that, because they wanted it naturally. I've never wanted love, like romantic love. I've never wanted romance or to be intimate with someone to an extreme or whatever. Like, I've never wanted romance. You know, of course, there are some things and situations where you can try something and you figure out, oh, I might like it, or you have to try things multiple times and be like, oh, I like it. But the whole difference for being aromantic and asexual is just that you've never wanted it. That is what makes you that's one of the other reasons that makes you aromantic and asexual, is that you've never wanted things that the usual or that the typical person would want. Of course, I cannot want something I never had. I say if I said this to like a straight person, people will look at me crazy. Like, how do you know if I was talking to a girl, how do you know if you don't like girls if you never tried to be with a girl? Because they never wanted to be with a girl. That's the main difference. They never wanted to be with a girl. That's why they know they don't want to be with girls. You know, how do you know you don't want to eat worms if you never had worms? How do you know? Sorry. If you watched my last video, you would know. I have been in a relationship, and it's one of the reasons why I started to think, I'm not doing and thinking and feeling things like everyone else is. What the hell's wrong with me? And then you do the research, and then you're like, oh my gosh, that is just like me. He just like me for real. On to the next thing, okay? When people say it's inhuman, it's unnatural, or it's not real, if you care about the person who is aromantic or asexual, if you have a family member, a friend, or whatever, don't say that shit to them. You know, if you're gonna claim something as not real or unnatural or inhuman, at least do your research. Because if there are living, breathing examples, how could you say that? You know, it doesn't make any sense. You look like an idiot. You look like a fool. And for the last part of what I'm gonna say, this is typically what religious people say, but I can picture non-religious people saying it, is you chose to be this way. If you force yourself, you can change it. And it was influenced by the internet, and the internet and online and other people made you that way. And it's just, no, the internet didn't make me aromantic asexual. It did not. I was born this way, and even if I wasn't born this way, I started feeling this way before I even knew what aromantic and asexual was. So it's like, how do I know? Like, how am I supposed to be influenced by something I never even heard of? Because I started hearing about this in middle school, but I knew I've always felt this way ever since I can remember. I did not force myself to be this way. If anything, most aroace people or they want to not be it, or they try to force themselves to be who they are not, to be allosexual, be allo-romantic, and they force themselves to be in relationships or be this and do that, and force themselves in these weird, awkward situations because, you know, they just keep trying to run away from who they really are. But aroace monster is always gonna be there. If we went by the media, everyone would be straight, everyone would be in a relationship, and everyone would be in love and sexual, you know? All the 4 things. Did I even say 4 things? Who cares? I made eye contact with the mailman. Why don't they have doors? Keep them caged. Anyways, what was I even talking about? If it wasn't for the media or other people telling me, hey, this experience that you're having is being aromantic asexual, I would live my life in shambles, being like, I don't know what's going on with myself. Why aren't I in love? Why aren't I in relationships like everyone else? You know, I want to be happy too. Am I gonna die alone? It's okay to not want to be in a relationship. It's okay to not want to be intimate with someone in a sexual way. I'm not gonna say it. You're not gonna make me say the word. But the media or movies, like, oh my gosh, all the movies and all the music, not all of them, but you know, they would make you think that you're supposed to be in love, you're supposed to be in a relationship, you're supposed to be this and that. And when you're not, it's like, who am I? All the people who think that the media is what making people be queer and all that are stupid. As for the people that say I should change, like if I want to, I can force myself to not be aroace, that sounds like a nightmare, and that sounds horrible and terrible. It's just, why would I force myself to be who I'm not, especially when it's not bad? It's not like I need to go to therapy so I can be in relationships and be in love. I don't see the point on why I'm changing it. Just to be in a relationship? Like, it's not that serious. I don't even want babies, and that has nothing to do with me being aromantic asexual. Personally, I just don't want kids, and I don't want to be married, and I don't want to be in a relationship, and I don't want to kiss or hug anyone. Why is that so hard to understand? And I guess that's all I really have on my list of things I don't like being told, and I know a lot of people don't like being told these things, so it's just like, this video is for people who can relate to me in my experience. This video could be for someone who has someone that they know who's aroace, and you're just scared of saying the wrong thing, and it's just another way to get educated. Why not educate yourself? People need to be more educated. There's too many stupid people in this world, and I am one of them. I wish I could add chapters to this video so you can click on which section you want to watch or whatever, but I can't do that. I think that I have to pay for something to do that, or be monetized. I don't know. Subscribe and like so I can be monetized and make money. Love you. So yeah, I just wanted to make the last video for the aroace people, or the people who watched my last video, and that video kind of blew up and I'm happy about it. But I did love getting comments, so if you have anything to say, whether you're aroace or not, leave a comment. You know, I love reading comments. I love seeing what every single person is saying. You know, I do. Tell me about yourself. How was your day? Whoa, crazy. Anyways, I'm really thankful for that video blowing up, and I'm thankful for all the likes and the comments, you know, especially as a new YouTuber. That shit's great. So I really appreciate that. Oh, also the new subscribers, I love you. You know, never forget that. If your parents don't love you, I do. And this video is more so for the people, the new subscribers, and the people who subscribe for this type of content. And since the last video kind of blew up, I'm like, why not give the people what they want? But I am gonna be making videos every now and then, maybe, but it's like I don't really have a lot to talk about me being aromantic and asexual, aroace. So it's just, I don't have a lot of videos to make about it, so I'm not gonna make a bunch of videos about it unless you want me to talk more about it. But so if you want me to talk more about stuff, or you're interested, or you know, you just want me to talk more about it, I'm gonna talk more about it. I'm not gonna be like, this is it forever. It's just, this is not what this whole channel is about. So I guess I'll end it off now. So remember, like the video, subscribe, and definitely leave a comment. That's my favorite thing. Check out my main channel. I play games on there. You know, my latest video was Sims, but you know, I'm not really digging it, so the next video is probably gonna be Minecraft. I guess that's it. Leave me alone, and goodbye. Goodbye.